Mm. Peace and blessings. How y'all doing? Oh, I just woke up out of a dream. Mm. Oh, the energy is high, but it's calming down. All I know is in this dream, um, there is this elderly couple who lost everything in a storm, and I was doing my best to assist them. And I realized that the case management that they had were the same case management that I had that wasn't really trying to help me. So when I saw their names, I asked the person, "Did you try to reach out to them?" And they're like, "Well, no." So I started calling the numbers. No answers, no answers. So the lady that was there was elder couple and there was another couple that came after them who just went through their thing. These people been struggling. Over time, it's just been decaying and chipping away whatever's going on with their home. Okay? They're about to be forced out on the street. And they reached out for assistance. And these people that's supposed to assist them are not assisting them. Okay? That was what was going on in this dream. And then the people that came in behind them had a history. These people were running from something. They had just got there, wherever they was at. I don't know if it was at a shelter or what. But they had just got there. And I couldn't understand what was going on with them. They were just sitting there watching everything. And before I know it, a lady walked up, said hi to them. They did not speak English. Sound like they were speaking Cuban. They even looked Cuban or Colombian. And the lady walks up to them. "Hello, peace and blessings." She walks up to them, and just like that, they was placed into a home. And this American guy, this elderly black woman, excuse me, this elderly black woman who was there before them, and she lost everything and winded up in this place and been there for a long time. And I kept seeing like chicken wire everywhere. It was like a meshed up dream of several things taking place at the same time. How you doing? And the Cubans had, I don't know if they had door dashed or order or what. All I remember is while I'm trying to assist the elderly, they had left their milk. They had rushed into their new home so fast they left their milk. And I grabbed the milk to go knock on their door and give it to them. And as I knocked on the door, they came to the door. I'm standing there with the milk. And this guy walks up behind me. He has on a blue plaid shirt. He has on a ball cap. It's He may switch back between the cowboy hat and baseball caps because I see them in both. Um, He had on blue jeans with some black boots. I seen him clearly with a plaid button down collared shirt, long sleeve. And he had a mustache and a goatee. He looked like in his late 40s, early 50s. And as I'm standing there holding the milk, there's the man, I'm assuming his wife, and she was holding a baby. And she looked terrified past me. The man was still focused on me. She's standing behind him, and I hear, "Do you remember my name?" And then she said, Ramono, or something like that. She said, "See, Ramono." And as she looked it real big, pow, shot. And I turned around in shock, like, what the fuck just happened? All I know is they collapsed. I don't know who got shot, but they collapsed. I turned around, and it was him holding the milk. It wasn't me. He's holding the milk. He shot them through a gallon of milk. This was an assassin. I don't know why I had a vision of a couple getting killed with an infant. I don't know who actually got shot or if they died. All I know is there was a man with a gun after a couple, and he shot. He asked. They was not from here. They was from Mexico or South America, somewhere in there, um, south of the United States. That I do know. They was not from here, but they was living in the United States when this happened. I don't know why I had that dream. Okay, so I'm going to try to pull some energy and see if we can figure out why this dream came through. Okay. All right, Spirit. What deck are we using? I'm starting to think this is becoming my dream deck. The Pope. Oh man, I was doing my clean out, my late night clean out, and I see the man just politely walk off the porch, tucking his gun as if nothing ever happened. And I'm not sure if he leaves on foot or get in a car, but there's a car in the driveway. The house was white. So we're gonna see. All right, Spirit. I don't even know where to start asking, so I'm just gonna shuffle, and what comes out, I'll read from there. Because it was a messed up dream. It was two situations happening at the same time, but I don't think they were related. But then again, they were, because the case manager that came after I started working to get them help, um, she said, that's wrong, because if that had been, she didn't agree with how that went down. She didn't agree with having to place this family before the family that was there before them. Okay, she thought it was wrong, but that was the way things were being done, and she had to go accordingly. Plus, she was from a different association. So there's somebody that's fighting against these people who are struggling getting placed in shelters, in permanent homes. Thank you. That's living in shelters. They're doing things unorthodox, not in the right way, not on a first come first serve basis. More so, oh, who's easier for me to fix, okay, or who do I seem worthy enough to take this place and take this home, okay. So in this case, this family got jumped ahead of somebody that was more deserving, had been there longer, had went through God knows how long, been there how long, God knows how long. And this family got pushed out there, and then next thing you know, this family wound up getting attacked. Okay, so I feel like this family fled into the shelter for safety and wind up getting pushed out of the shelter into a home because of, of whatever reasons. I've noticed that even during my time in shelter, when I was staying in the shelter, the Hispanic community would get skipped over, and I did not think that was fair. But at the same time, I had been there like 2 years, basically, all together. But the first 6 months was off and on because I was just not resigned to stay in there. So, I'm not sure how this fits in with me, but I was helping the people that had been in this place. The two case managers that was called out in this dream, they were not returning calls. They were not doing things as they should. And they got it in their head that they was going to do it the way they wanted to and not the way it should be done. These two worked together with the two of cups. Um, I still don't understand why, it transpired the way it did in this dream. Because I'm still coming at it. So details are still coming forward. So just give me a minute. I'm not gonna rush it. Oh man. That's what I saw with that page of pentacles. Details are still coming forward. Okay. These two that was working in partnership caused a lot of people burdens. Okay. That's like over the women's and children's side in the shelter. There was two main cases, actually three. You had your head case manager, but she was very cold-hearted. Um, and then you had the main case manager, and then you had this other little teeny bopper. Me and her didn't see eye to eye. Um, yeah, I don't know why this shelter's in my dream. Uh, I guess the laws need to look into this shelter because this shelter is not only causing a lot of hardships for people who are going through, okay, but they're causing injustice on the people. I know people who got free of the place and has gone through counseling just to smooth their life back out, you know, after going through their hardships. I'm one of them. Yeah. But I'm not sure if these case managers knew that these people had a hit on them. All right. But they betraying people who are going through hardships, denying them access to come out of their hardships. And with the wheel of fortune, the Most Highs want to right the wrongs of the secrets that's being kept in these shelters. I've been told to talk about my experience. When I lived there, in the new shelter, they're talking about this cough. It started there. On my point. Okay. It started there. I was everybody's excited checking out the new building. It's a major, 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 major improvement compared to the old mission. The old mission should have been condemned. But it's a major improvement. We was actually excited, like, oh wow. It gave us the building, let's say, okay? The building gave us that energy of, oh my gosh, maybe there is hope. Maybe there is a chance to get up out of this place. Maybe things will be different this time. Because I used to call the old mission a regime. I called it a regime because it was a bunch of dictatorship going on over there. And I thought that quite surely that the new would be so much better. But it was because the same head that ran that dictatorship still ran that one. And so, and she was a snake, boy. She was a snake. Mean, mean, mean. Unyielding. But you want to say this is a house of God. This is a place of hope. But yet, there was nothing but despair and disrespect and mistreatment. I hated every minute that I had to live in that shelter. Even the new one. Even though it was more comfortable, the showers was more appealing to get into. The toilets was more pleasing to sit on. There was no rest, not even for the families. Um, the mothers and children are on the same floor with the singles. The singles easily walk down into the mother and children section, going off into the dorms of the mothers and children. And there's women who are pedophiles as well. There was several that I noticed when my kids came to the first shelter of lingering around the children. And I'm like, wait a minute, because now I'm paying attention to the kids because my kids are here. So I'm noticing how all these children are getting touched on by women. And I'm like, moms, are y'all paying attention to your children? And it's like, huh? That lady, see her, and with the bunny ears on her hat, she's not a kid. They thinking this lady, because she's dressed up in a hoodie like a kid would wear, thinking she's a kid. And I'm like, hello? I had already pulled my kids up out the group. Let's go. Get over here. And These moms is just a chit chatting, smoking, and just glad to be outside to have a cigarette. And I'm like, no, stop. Pay attention. It's dusk out. It's getting dark. And here come the creeps. This lady just popped up in the midst of children playing in the front yard out of nowhere. And she's touching on them. And she's grabbing on them. And I'm like, either she's going to pick one and snatch it and run, or she's going to harm. I don't know. Everything in me said this woman had ill intention towards these children. And so I'm yelling at the mothers, hey, hey. And they look, huh? I said, your children, is them your children? Yeah, I said, is that lady your kin of your children? Does she have permission to touch your child? Oh no, y'all get over here, y'all get over here. So it was a level of all the way around of people not being aware. And it's like I was the only one that was aware of what was going on. So when I reported it to staff, nobody else reported to staff. I reported to staff, hey, you got a lady out here messing with the kids. And instead of them doing something about the ladies, we got punished. We could not have that cigarette break anymore. And I'm like, what the fuck? So your solution to the problem is to punish the mothers and children where they can't have their last break after dinner? This don't make sense. We report a problem and then we become the problem. That is a repeated pattern in that shelter. You report a problem, you become the problem. You be quiet and let what else live. Oh, you become their pet. You get what you want. I don't know why Spirit want me to tell you about that. But I do know there's people hiding in these shelters that have committed heinous crimes or running from crimes. I do know that they don't really protect them neither. There's no security. And then they're using the people in the program to do all that. And it's crazy because your basic human rights are being violated in these shelters. To be treated like a human being. As if you're a criminal because you fell on a hardship. That is one of the things I felt like I was in prison. I did not feel like it was a home away from home. I felt like it was a prison. That I was being punished because I had not. But yet you got God, you force us into chapel every day. And if you don't go to chapel, you get kicked out. But yet, I never participated in that chapel because I thought it was blasphemy. I thought it was blasphemy because the way, as soon as we walk out these doors, when the visitors come in, oh, y'all just loving on us. But when they leave, y'all treat us like we wasn't shit. When the visitors that paying the money come in the building, we get told we not allowed to be around. Because y'all don't, they made sure to keep my ass away. Because they knew if the visitors asked me some questions, I'm going to give them the truth. So it was many times they was like, Miss Easley, the news reporters are coming. We would like you to speak up and say some things. Okay, cool. When my time to shine came to just tell them the truth, oh, we got somebody else. Somebody did not want me speaking. They did not want me to speak because they knew. They were like, wait a minute, you chose Miss Easley to speak. Do y'all remember all the shit that done happened to that lady? That's what I feel like went on. Do y'all remember everything that happened to that lady? And y'all chose her to put on camera on Channel 5 News? No, find somebody else that will kiss ass. That's what I feel like what happened. Because every time they wanted me on Channel 5 News. But every time, it was three occasions where I was asked to be the spokesman for the moms. And every time they was like, no. It's at last minute. Oh, we had to change it. I thought that shit was funny. I said, yeah, y'all don't want me talking because y'all know I'm not finna sit and lie for y'all. I'm gonna tell the damn truth. I even made so one time, our son told me they was some heavy hitters in the game. They was giving a tour of the new building, and these people, you could tell they came from money, so they were some big hitters, some big benefactors. This very day, I have an elevator pass. I have an elevator. Thank you, Nightingale. I have an elevator pass, and that's another thing that I thought was retarded. You're trying to control who can go up and down the elevator, all because we're homeless and poor. That was fucked up. It's still fucked up. I still have that fucker somewhere. I have the elevator pass, and I think it was so fucking retarded that I had to go get a doctor's statement just to say that I have problems with my knees and my back in order to ride an elevator up 6 flights of steps. You know, let me count: 1, 2, 3, 4 flights of steps. Have to walk up. If you don't have an elevator pass, you have to walk 4 flights of steps. Not to mention you done been walking around the city or whatever you done had to do throughout the day. By the time you get back, you're beat, you're worn out, you're tired, you just want to go up and lay down. Oh no. You have to walk 4 flights of steps. The main entrance we were never allowed to come into. For some, only those who were handicapped in wheelchairs and had crutches were allowed to do so. It wasn't an inviting space. It was a controlled space, and which is why there's so much chaos. I was told by one of the ladies that still stay there. She said, "Hell broke out when you left." I was like, "What do you mean?" She was saying it was fighting everything. It was like once I left that shelter, chaos erupted. It was already trying to erupt, you know, but it never did like that. She was saying all kind of shit. Every day, you have the paramedics and the fire department there. And I was like, okay, all this space in here, all these people, because you got people from all walks of life. You got all these rooms, computer rooms collecting dust. You got a nursery that's not being utilized. You got a tea room that got turned into an office. You got microwaves that's being banned from being used. So babies have to drink, even newborn babies have to drink from lukewarm water or not being properly, bottles not being properly made or kept at temp. You know, no changing tables in the bathrooms. You got women having sex in the bathrooms with children in the room, in the rooms. You got all kind of shit. It's a melting pot, a mesh of shit in one structure. Okay. Um. So I used to always say the paramedics come here every day. Every day. Why not just put a triage center in the damn shelter? Seeing how people every day they passing out. That's another thing too. You got recovering addicts controlling drugs. I ain't understood that. And then people always complain about their medications coming up missing. You know, I understand that. I'm like, why is it they even in this position to be in this position? They're recovering addicts. Their hearts are still, most of their hearts are still, only a few of them that came out of that program had a heart. The rest of them was still cold hearted. So I'm like, you got these recovering addicts locking up our medications, being the security of our medications, but yet they lose it, so they say. Okay. And then on top of that, you got um, women with the whole staff was lesbian, just about. And I'm like, why is all the staff lesbian? You know, why are they so heartless? Why are they so cold? I had a staff member that told me one time, uh, the boss told us that we was not allowed to be nice to y'all. And then she said she didn't agree with it, and I didn't agree with it either. And I was like, well, why would she tell y'all that? Because because we would take advantage. But no, it was more trouble when they became mean. When they was kind, it was a happier environment. When they became cold-hearted and mean, it was hell. So, I don't know. They was even taking candies from babies. The children come in with their snacks because the parents didn't have the heart to take it from them. Oh, they took it from them and tossed it in the trash. So you got screaming babies crying all because they wouldn't allow them to finish their snack. I'm just like, this shit is heartless and cruel. I just couldn't understand it. Y'all say this a home away from home. There's hope here. But yet, as soon as you walk through the door, you're met with disrespect, unkindness. So I don't know why the Most High got me talking about this at this hour. But I was laying there asleep and having that vision, and those people in the shelter, their names kept popping out, the staff members. I won't reveal their names. But I was like, but I knew what area the Most High. I guess he was using those names so that I know who he wanted to talk about. So yeah. Oh, oh Lord. The ancestors is trying to get somebody to see something. Oh, I feel like the ancestors of these people who are forced to have to live in these shelters is speaking up about what's going on to their lineage. Okay? Because for those of you who don't know, I have places in my body that are signals. If I rub my right eye, the ancestors is trying to show you something. Okay? My left eye, as I see it clearly. Okay? My nose is I'm on point for my newcomers. So you may see me do these things inadvertently, not on purpose. It's them. you know, it's not a normal itch. Okay, it's like my nose will start feeling like somebody's tickling it. But oh, so I'll go to rub it off. But those are cues that I set up with my spirit team. Because a lot of people was throwing magic on me to make me doubt my God. So I had to set up a code with them. But whew, excuse me. Whatever's going on in these shelters, it ain't stopped. Okay, I I did not enjoy my stay there, which explains my rage for having to go through that due to what happened to my vehicles. I guess the Most High is tying all this shit together. He's pulling some shit out of me that I didn't realize was still in me. My rage, because I was angry and I kept asking God, why? Why? Why is it every time you lead me to a vehicle, I get the vehicle, I do what I'm supposed to do with the vehicle, some shit was happening to it, and I couldn't understand. And he finally told me. He told me at a time where I guess He knew I wasn't gonna be able to just hop out there and go whoop his ass or whatever. And that's like he told me a lot of things I wanted to say about them shelters. I guess he wanted me to speak about it in a time when I knew I didn't have to go back there. Because had I need to go back there, they wouldn't open their door to me because if I spoke on them. So the way that they treat those people are inhumane, especially the mothers and the children. You got transgenders, grown men, because they identify as women, allowed to stay in a shelter with women and children. You got elderly people who need nursing care. And these staff, some of them may have that background, but not all of them. And these people, one lady was so putrid. I give my props out. One lady I will call out, Miss Emma. That's my heart. That lady, she was like another mother for me. If it weren't for Miss Emma, I think I would have lost my mind in that shelter. She said, Miss Easley, what's going on, honey? So, Miss Emma, I love you. And they don't give you enough credit in that place. You the only one that took that lady that was walking around in feces all over her body and cleaned her up. The other staff members sat there and watched. So, Miss Emma, I give you your fucking props, boo. I love you. Another lady that would take the shirt off her back and they fired her over some bullshit. Miss V, the lady that was there when I was attacked. Thank you. Miss Brandy, thank you. There's some more. But those three made my life better in that shelter. When they worked, life was better. Miss Melissa, thank you. I'm doing good, but there's some other ones that I'm glad they got fired. I'm glad they got fired. That was two I could have strung up and hung them by their necks. They were so vile and mean and cruel and just didn't give a damn. One of them damn near having sex with one of the employees behind the damn desk. And I'm like, I'm standing here. Hello? What if I was standing here with my children? Would you still be throwing your tongue down his throat? I'm so glad she got fired. I laughed so hard. You shouldn't laugh at another person's downfall, but that wench, oh, I did. I enjoyed it. When I found out she got fired, I enjoyed it. I celebrated because that was one demon that got kicked out that building. When I say demon, I mean it literally because that bitch didn't have a heart. I sat there. Right. I sat there and one time before I knew her character, she was trying to get everybody on the bus because they was taking us on a trip. And she had a bunch of elderly people. And nobody wanted to help her with the walkers and wheelchairs. So me and this other lady, we got all the walkers and wheelchairs. It's pouring down raining. We got drenched. We're going on this field trip too. We was first ones sitting out there waiting. We had been sitting out there waiting because we wasn't sure what time, so we just decided to sit and wait and form a line, okay? Because we really wanted to go. And I don't see no harm in no foul. We just wasn't sure on the time. So we got out there a little early, sat down, said, okay, well, we ain't got shit else to do. Might as well just sit here and wait. And that's what we did. In the event of us waiting, it started raining, like pouring down like cats and dogs. So the people started coming out, lining up. I said, okay, so we must be right. People lining up behind us. And then she's trying to get the people on the van in the wheelchairs, but she's having to help assist them up the steps because it wasn't handicap accessible. And so me and the lady that was there first in line decided they was doing a lunching. It was a tea lunching that they had. It was a beautiful luncheon that these people had invited us to. We got to wear hats. It was tea. It was a tea luncheon. It was real cool. But we had grabbed all the wheelchairs and the walkers and loaded them up in the back of the van, getting drenched in the rain. And once we got through loading all of them on, the line had started moving, so we went to go get in line, back in line. She knew we was already up there. She knew we jumped out of place just to come help her. And when we came to get on the bus, y'all going last. We looked at her like, are you fucking serious? We just sat up here, helped your bitch ass when nobody else would, and we have to go last. Nobody told y'all to form a line. Who said we started a line? We just sat the fuck down and was sitting outside waiting and didn't know what time we was supposed to be there. I don't give a fuck. You still going last. So we had missed half the fucking party, missed all the good gifts, all because this bitch was in her mood. I felt like she was. I always felt like she wasn't truly clean. She's supposed to have been a recovering addict, but she was a meth addict. And I swear up and down that her eyes would be dancing, and I'm like, you still getting high. But I couldn't prove it, so I just left it alone. But I cussed her ass good that day. I called her all kind of milf, mush mouth bitches. But because we didn't know what time. All we know, she's saying that she had a briefing. We know nothing about it. All we know, when we saw the letter on the posted on the board, was like, okay, cool. It didn't have a time on it. So okay, we just said, all right, today is the day. Let's have our ass outside, and that's where we was at because we wanted to go to this tea party. But just because we was outside early, because we was unbeknownst to us, there was a meeting about this tea party. Because we was the type, we didn't. Once we get up and get dressed, we leave the building. We didn't stay on property. Those that stay on property was in the know. You know what I'm saying? But those that didn't stay on property, there was no proper meeting for them. Okay? So we saw the letter and we was like, okay, cool. So evidently, if you wasn't in the know, you wasn't invited. That's how I look at it. So why was it on the bulletin board then? Anyway, that's one experience. That's when I knew then that I didn't like her. That she was gonna be a problem. And she was. So on the last ride, it was actually three of us. And we on the ride, right? And then she's like, Miss Easley, what? Why am I smelling weed? Why the fuck you asking me? You know what I'm saying? I smell weed. So now you accusing me of having drugs. You're accusing me of doing drugs. And I'm like, what is you talking about? I don't even smell it. I said, did anybody else smell any marijuana on this bus? And it's like, no. I said, see, bitch, you picking. You better leave me alone. I ain't give a fuck. I just told them. That's why they didn't like me, because I would tell them I wasn't playing with them. Just cause I'm poor don't mean I don't have a freedom of speech. Don't mean that I don't have morals. Don't mean I don't have a decency about myself. And they couldn't hate. They hated that, because even though I didn't have money to buy clothes, I would go to the churches that was giving away clothes when they had a clothes drive and find some of the nicest fucking shit. Matter of fact, this is one of those dresses. And they couldn't stand me because I was shitty sharp in a homeless situation. You got me fucked up. My mama told me I ain't never got to look like what I've been through. So I carried that energy, and I pushed that energy in that shelter, because even those that was not taking their care of themselves, that was accustomed to just being dirty because they didn't have no other means, I would even push. It's like they was like, where you going out dressed up? I said, nowhere. It was like, but why you dressed up? I said, cause it makes me feel good. I have nothing else left. So all I have is me. So I'm gonna make sure that I feel good at all times. Defamation based on prejudice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This lady, she did all kind of shit to me. That's why I said I celebrated the day she got her ass whooped and got fired. Cause she, oh my gosh. It's like we was in high school. She was a high school. She had a high school mentality. She was one of those type of people. Like, I'm the popular one and I got my clique. Thank you. Hey, my mom, man, one thing about my grandmother, she taught me that there's nothing wrong with secondhand clothes. See, she look confirmation. Hey, Annie, my grandmama was a Goodwill shopper, honey. And she would come out of there with some of you never know she shopped at the Goodwill the way how she dressed. So, right. Look, my grandmama, she knew how to dress. And it even was secondhand clothes. But I knew I needed clothes, and I ain't ashamed. I went to them churches that gave away them clothes, and I racked up. I sure did. And everybody like, where you get that at the church? You see, where you getting all this money to buy your clothes? This is donations, fool. Well, how you find all the good shit? I guess I got to thank my grandmama for that shit, because she knew how to go pick out the good shit. But they hated that lady. Who, Mesh Mouth? That's what I'm gonna call her, Mesh Mouth, because I don't want to use her government. She was hell spawn. And I mean, and then she got on the stage one time talking about, y'all know I'm nice. I don't bother nobody. I said, bitch, tell another lie. That's how bad she was. That in front of everybody, I could not hold my peace or listen to this lady, because I was like, you sitting on the stage in the chapel, blaspheming, lying your ass off. Ain't no way in the hell I'm gonna sit up here and keep listening to this devil. I got up and walked out and said, let's go, children. We got to go. You know what I'm saying? Okay, sit here and listen to this devil talk. But I just, I don't know what's going on over. I thought about going over there volunteering, but I figured it would not be a good experience. So I didn't. I didn't because of the bad blood there. Um, yeah, people nowadays are 48 acting like they 15. Hey, she looked like she was about in her 50s to be truth be told. But it's like there was this lady. She was making purses. I still got every purse I paid her $5 for. She had a hustle. She knitted. And instead of them taking that and helping that lady use that to gain money to get her out of her situation, they took it away from. This shit is backwards. This lady got a talent. She's making fucking fashionable handbags with knitting, and you tell her she can't have her knitting needles? But this is her means of making money. People in there with talent galore that they could use and make money, and they took it away. I was just like, everybody was, because I'm the one that really like just put her on blast, because they was like, Miss Easily, because everybody knew me, and all I got left is my fashion. And I'm gonna rock up. I'm gonna be in this bitch fashionable as fuck. That's what gave me joy while going through my storm, to look my best every day I went through that shit. And so I would buy a bag, have her make me a bag, different colors, and I'll match them with my outfits. And everybody like, Miss Easy, where you get this bag from? And I was like, go around there and talk to Miss such and such. She sold them for $5. And they was like, who's she at? I was, come on, I took them, start taking people. This ain't no. She made enough money to buy her ticket to go back home. She wound up coming back for whatever reason, but she made enough money to buy her ticket to go home, because she's not even from here. But she wound up coming back because whatever happened at home just didn't go right. And that's a lot of things with a lot of these people in shelters. They're castaways. Their families not want to be bothered with them, not want to deal with them because their hearts are closed too. You know, selfishness. Whatever. I feel like this. There is nothing that my children can do to me where I would never open my door to them again. I don't care if they try to kill me. They my children. And my door will always be open to them regardless of what. It's called an unconditional love, which a lot of people lack. A lot of people lack. And in that shelter ain't no love. So I don't know why the Most High got me talking about this shelter and my experience in it, because I want to forget about that fucking place. If I had ran it, if I was running that shelter, it would be so much love in that place. The people would be glad to come there. They would be glad to come in and go through the programs and get their shit together. They would be glad to find them a place to go live. They wouldn't feel like, oh, the world is ending and this is it, and I'm just gonna be resigned to this place. That's how you felt in that place. I'm just resigned here. There's no hope. Although hope was wrote right real big on the walls, they took that shit down, thank God. You know. The food, oh my gosh. Children starving, parents sneaking food in, getting kicked out for that too. But sneaking food in just so their children will eat. And sometimes will get their beds took away if they got caught with the food. Shit, why should they have to do that? When you got all these grocery store chains donating food to this shelter, and you lying to the people telling, oh, we're short on food. You got a staff member in there telling folks, oh, we're short on food, causing panic. Just evil. Then you got case managers. You go in there, they supposed to help you get your shit together. But they like, yeah, okay. That little bitch, I couldn't stand her. She was my case manager the whole time I was there. And then I went to see her one time when I first got there. And she said, well, so what do you need? At that time, I had lost all my documentations. And because I didn't have those documentations, she looked at me like I was a waste of motherfucking time. Well, how about this? You come back with your social security card. You go get your social security card and go get this, and then we'll see this. And I looked at her like, okay, so if I can get my own social security card, I can get my own birth certificate. What the fuck I need you for? You know? Yeah, it's evil. Yeah, my grandmother was a bargain shopper. She taught me to be that way. That's why I'm not a materialistic person. People think I am, but no, I'm not a materialistic person because my people come from humble beginnings. That's one thing I say about my family. They was not flashy and showboating. They was not materialistic. I only got an aunt that's material. I'll say my grandmothers and my mother were not materialistic, and my father. Anything outside of that, I can't speak for them. But it's sad when your decent right to be human gets stripped away from you because you don't have money, because you're going through a hardship, because you don't have a home. It was even dangerous crossing the road by that shelter. That's something that needs to be fixed too by all the shelters because mankind has a disdain for people who have not. They will even try to run you over. Lafayette, oh my gosh. I don't know how many people had to snatch out the street because the passerbys didn't give a damn about they still don't, about the people crossing right there at Peabody and Lafayette. If you cross by that shelter, you could be a tourist crossing right there and damn to get your ass run over. All because you're by that shelter. You can cross anywhere else and people will slow down for you. But by them shelters, they'll try to run you over. Don't nobody ask you to try to put us out of our misery. What's wrong with you people? Those that do shit like that. You know, something wrong with mankind today. I had a rich white man get in my car one time. I was doing Lyft and Uber. And we was talking about elderly. He told me once you reach a certain age, they should just go ahead and euthanize you, kill you, put you out your misery. And I looked at this motherfucker. I said, "You think because you got money, you ain't gonna get old? So this is what you want to happen to you, right?" I was like, "What the fuck? What's wrong with people?" I don't know why the Most High woke me up to do this. So, is there anything else about this shooting? Anything else about these shelters? You got something you want to say to these evil folks? Okay. What deck you want to use? Oh, excuse me, y'all. Yeah, it's sad, man. That's why people gotta be careful because the mindsets of mankind. I sit back and I can see how dark people truly are. The darkness is real, man. The devil has walked to and fro, and he has got his soldiers, and they out here. And it's like, dude, do y'all see what's happening? Do you see who you're choosing to be? Do you see where the bullshit's really coming from? It's not the people that's out here struggling, that's loving one another and trying to build a better life. It's these people that don't give a damn, and a lot of them got material possessions. I fear a lot of people who worship. I not fear them. Let me clarify what I'm trying to say. I have a distrust with people who value material possessions because Would you choose that possession over a soul? You know, the love deck, but this one, this one right here is the best self. Guess Most High got some questions for humanity. So those of you who are heartless and just don't care, Most High got some questions for you. He just went quiet. Hold on, y'all. Uh, let's see. My grandma, I see them in you, and I do not know why. I can feel it with you. And some on the internet, but I actually live alone. I found it so easy on the web, but never found it in real life. Huh. He's back. He wanted me to read your comment. Okay. I'm I'm curious. You see it because I gotta read this again. Wait a minute. You see it because you are full of light, mama. Do I know you? You are just life, like my mama and my granny. I see. No, I can feel it. LeBlanc, do I know you? Let's just say, have I seen your face before? I have a reason for me asking. Okay. It's that old soul spirit. That's what you see. Okay. I don't know why your energy feels familiar though. Okay. Must be a reason. There's a reason in everything. Question number 1. To those of you who are material focused but heartless towards your fellow human neighbor, what has your life taught you about the spectrum of success and failure? I feel like there's going to be a rebuttal to these. Possibly. Like-minded people. All right. It says, how can you create more traction in your life and work? These people that want to drive and see, that's the thing. They rushing to get wherever they need to go when they need to leave a little bit earlier. Okay? And not giving a damn because somebody's in their way. They want to run them off the road and shit. That's for real. For real. Be rushing in a hurry to go be a slave for somebody else. What's on your bucket list? Oh shit. If you don't have one, write it. Ooh. So some of y'all, ooh, shit. You better read between the lines on that one. Why y'all in a hurry? Why y'all out here mistreating mankind? You better write out your bucket lists and get them done. Ooh. Most High. He's not playing with y'all. Yeah, exactly. Most High ain't playing with him. He finna, boy, okay, shit. That question, I just felt some seriousness off of. What's on your bucket list? If you don't have one, write it. So some of y'all out here mistreating folks. It don't give a fuck about your neighbor. God said to love thy neighbor. And those of you who don't, you better write your bucket lists out and get them done. Because some of y'all time on this earth is about to be no more. Because some of y'all done the most. And if you know you're dirty and foul, you better get to writing them lists. Ooh. Damn. I don't even have a bucket list. Because I done been through so much shit. What's the point of writing one? You know what I'm saying? I had an adventure of hell, so I don't have a bucket list. I'm just living day by day. I only have one thing on it. Oh shit, I missed something you said. Hold on. And I can only find it with those who are near the heart, so close, no matter how far. You want to travel. You want to meet somebody. Cause I just scared the shit out of you. Ooh, Lord. Where these damn spiders keep coming from? Y'all know I don't do spiders. Oh, Lord. Hold on. Give me something. May your spirit and soul rest in peace. Forgive me, but I can't do you. Okay? Just stay where you was at, or you gonna go out. If you gonna go out, I'll leave you alone. And you gonna keep playing around in here. I'm gonna get your ass. All right, you wanna play? Bye bye. May your spirit and soul rest in peace. I give thanks for your life. Where you going, bro? Oh fuck. Gone? Okay, he's going on. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't do spiders now. Bruh, go on out the window. Go back from whence you came. I really don't want to kill you, but if you want to go on transition, I'll help you with that. Hey man, you trying to build your web right there? No, we ain't doing that. Sorry. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh my God, I don't know why spiders are so creepy to me. There's something about their legs. Most times I have to send this creature back to you. I don't do spiders. Is he going out the window? I need some light. I can't see. But he'll be the badass. They're going back out the window. Thank you. Keep going. There you go. Go on out the crack you came in. Keep going. Thank you, because I didn't want to have to kill you. But you in my territory, my space. And I don't do spiders. Thank you for your message. Go on out that crack now. Quit playing. Oh, shit. Something so little has so much power. You stay in the window, you live. You come out there when they come back in my space, mean you gonna have a problem. Okay? You have a purpose too. So keep the other shit out of here, the creepy crawlers, and you can live in that window. But if you bring your ass out that window, it's your ass. You don't say you wasn't warned. Okay? All right. I hope we got an agreement. Oh shit. Sorry, y'all. I don't do spiders. Oh, there was a wolf spider here the other day. Man. But I don't like closing my windows because I like fresh air to always circulate through. So I expect them to be around, but I'll talk to them just like that. You come in here, you gonna die. You go on out there, you gonna live. I don't like killing spiders in my house neither, because it's not a good omen. But I had to kill that wolf spider. He was trying to get in my bed. No, 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 no. Sorry, give thanks for your life. I'm gonna send you on in peace, but I'm gonna have to get rid of you. Yeah, okay. He go. Oh, man, that got my nerves shot. I don't know what it is about me and spiders. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. And maybe a little stash of gray. Yeah, that's all we need. You're making me smile. I love it. You give them a warning. That's good. Yeah, yeah. I respect all life. But I ain't mm, I don't do a spider. They creep me out. I don't know why. I think I was tormented with spiders in a past life. Cause ooh, goodness. Uh-uh. I don't do spiders. Whew. All right, to these people who, just help me read the question first. Okay, to those of you who are living in the energy of love, because I had to read the question first. To those of you who are living in the energy of love, it says, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Those of you who are going through hardships, those of you who are these people that I'm speaking of that just need a little love. And it said, to those of you who have been going through it, says, what story about yourself are you ready to let go of? You know, going through hardships, people place their ideas and their ways of thinking of you to belittle you, to make you feel less than or undeserving of. There's some things that you've gone through, and so Most High is asking you, what stories about yourself are you ready to let go of? Let go for good, because that's not your story. You know, that's not who you are. That's their story and their perspective of you. You know, let me see. My homeless experience. What was the story that they made of me? Well, it wasn't my story. It was a lie told upon me, spoken on my name, that I was a user, a drug addict, that I abandoned my children, that I was a gold digger, that, what else did they say about me? I was a hoe. What else did they say about me? I was a freeloader. Huh? It was all kind of stories that they came up about me when I failed. I was crazy. I lost my mind. What else did they say? None of those are true. I'm a mother. I'm a lover. I'm a teacher. I'm a healer. I'm a provider. I am independent. Always have been. I am strong. I'm beautiful. I'm courageous. I'm kind. I'm loving and lovable. I'm confident. I am empowered to be who I choose to be, not who you want me to be. Because I'm not here for you. For those of you who said what you said about me, I'm here for the Most High God and those who need people like me in this world. That is not afraid to love, that's not afraid to speak out in love. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That you see in me is also in thee. You can see those things in me, they're also in yourself. Reflection. But that's one story that I don't carry, that I let go of, because I am not what everybody created of me when I fell off. Because before I fell off, I was hey, can I borrow $5? Hey, can I come live in your home? Hey, can you give me a ride? Hey, that's who I was before I fell off. But when I fell off, oh, I was everything you name it. You just didn't give me I ain't had no yams, no greens, no tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? You name it. They call me everything under the sun. And I'm not that. I let that go. Okay? But it's the very people that this hand used to feed. Excuse me, y'all. Oh, throat got dry. But I was the very thing that I was family. I was a friend. I was a lover. I was true. I've always been true, and I'm still true now. So, I ain't really switched up. I just leveled up. That's the difference. I leveled up here and here. Okay? And the rest will be followed. All right. It says, what support do you desire in your life right now? So those of you who are living out your heart, God said, what support do you desire in your life right now? Shit. For me, I want a supportive husband that loves and adores me, respects me, and knows my boundaries, my limits, and knows when not to push me there. But also not to be afraid to push me to keep me going. You know? To put me in my place when I'm wrong, but respectfully. And that can accept that same type of treatment. You know? I want a man that's not weak. And when it comes down to friends, I need friends that are loyal. That man too. There's loyalty all the way around the board. I'm gonna answer these questions. Loyalty all the way around the board. Respectful, like-minded, good-hearted people. That's the type of support I need. And I need motherfuckers that ain't afraid that when a motherfucker wrong, put them in their place. You see what I'm saying? If I see it and in the reflection of my inner works, means that they are everything they said about you. It was all about their dirty asses. Exactly. Grand Rising, LaShawn, push to the limit and with love, but do not break. There you go. It might end up bad. Right. There's a certain, when I say that, I mean, when you see me, when you know I could do better, because I have my days where I'm like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And we like, nah, baby, get your ass up. Come on, let's go. You know what I'm saying? That's when you gotta push me, because that's just been one of my moves where I'm like, that most high do me like that. There's days where I don't want to do. And the most high be like, get your ass up. Like now, I didn't want to do this reading. Got up, had that dream, and went used the bathroom and was gonna get back in my bed, and I got steered right into this chair. I got steered right into this chair, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm doing a reading. I sat here a moment, wondering like, why did the Most High tell me come to this chair? And then I picked up my phone. No, I asked him what was that dream about, and then he wouldn't let me continue until I got my glasses because I left them on the bed. So I got my glasses, and then I heard, get your phone. So I got my phone, and then they say no. He wanted me put out on deck. He wanted me to go live and tell y'all about that dream. What are my wildest dreams? Oh my gosh. I want to buy land. It's not really wild, but it's wild because I want to buy land to be able to help change lives. You know, I need land because I want to build a self-sustaining community for people like me, you know, teaching each other, taking our talents to teach each other, building an actual village of like minded people working together to create something beautiful, something harmonious, away from society's way of being, you know, to detach from the matrix. That's my wildest dream. To be free, fully fucking free. Be free. That's my wildest dream. To be fucking free of the stress of bills, free of the stress of my naysayers, free of the stress of the way society is built, because society is built off greed, not off love. I want to build my society off love, my community off love. When you come there, you're coming with the understanding that you're putting in the work on yourself and to help others. You're not just coming in there to be kumbaya. No, we're coming here to do some work, godly work, on this land and on ourselves. And we're going to take what God gave us, our natural given talents that God gave us, and we're going to use them for what their purpose was for. That's what I want to do. I want to help people use their God given talents because it takes them to their purpose. So if I can help grow a multitude of people and push them into using their God given talents to get them on a life path where they meant to be, man, that's starting to shift. We do have the money power. It's coming. See, that's the thing. One thing I've learned about following the Most High God. Wait a minute, let me finish reading your thing. It's coming. He's already given me people that's writing up proposals to help me get the grants and the money to do it. He's showing me how. But there's a level of fear based off what I've seen because I don't want to become those people that took the government's money. Actually, I don't want it to be no government's money, to be honest, because of the simple fact that once they're in it, they're in it. And this is God's country, not the government's country. You see what I'm saying? That I'm creating. You know, it ain't gonna be no cultism shit or nothing like that. It's free minds growing and being what you, not being afraid to trust God and let Him guide them. Because He gave all of us a purpose. He gave all of us a talent. And that talent, and a lot of us run from our talents out of fear. I've always had a natural talent to teach. I've always been a teacher. That's why when I said earlier that I was the youngest, I started to say I'm really the oldest out of my siblings because I'm the more mature. And I ain't saying that just to, but I'm the more mature. I'm the little big sister, so it's coming. I just trust on God that when the time comes for it to happen, it's going to happen. And can't nobody stop it. You know, that's how I look at it. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's how I made it this far. I got put in a position to where I had nobody but God. And that's been my counsel, my best friend, my love, my hope, my inspiration. God has been my rock in a weary ass land. On the real, and people can, I've been in the conscious communities, I've been in all things, but A lot of people judge me because I believe in God. Am I not proof that God's real? How many people done tried to kill me in just 2, 3 years? And I'm still alive. You know? Try to take me out. And I'm still here. Try to drag me in the mud, but yet I'm still clean. Put me in the fire, but yet I'm unscathed. I don't walk that Bible, y'all. And it fucks me up when I think about it. But not on a bad way, but just like damn, I almost doubted you. Almost doubted you. I get emotional when I talk about how God got me through a lot of shit. He's hugging me and rocking me. My best friend is God. Shit. Hold on, y'all. So mark my word. When it's time for me to have that land, when it's time for me to build that self-sustaining community, God's land, God's house, his true house, it's gonna happen. I've seen it. He showed it to me. I've seen the fields with the wildflowers in it. I ain't touching it. You better not touch it. Let it be. It's actually a meadow beside a creek. He showed it to me with these beautiful flowers. There's purples and yellows and greens and violets and blues. I mean, just a beautiful ass meadow. And the smell of it is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, you can just stand there and smell it all day. He's even showing me what it smelled like because I rode past small meadows that had that scent. Oh my gosh. God has shown me this land. He's leading me to it. I don't know where it's at, but I know that's part of my purpose is to acquire this land. How I'm going to do it, that ain't up to me to know. You know, where it's at, that's not yet up to me to know. When God's ready to deliver that package, it will be specially delivered just for me. You know? Oh man. All right. So, messages of light to those who are in the darkness. The ones that God asked the question to. The first question was, what has your life taught you about the spectrum of success and failure? For those of you who are in the darkness, you know, it's sad that it's not sad, but it is sad for some that they have to be stripped of everything just to even believe. For me, I was stripped of everything just to see that he was real. I believed, I just didn't know how real he was, how powerful he was. And I asked him to show me, because the devil was at my throat. I was in that marriage and I was suffering. And I asked God, show me what I need to know. Teach me what I need to know. Lead me where I need to be. And he set his alarm and got to work. I love you, Most High. He set his alarm and got to work. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Thank you. All right. This is for me. This popped out. I think this is for me. A gift from life. Each day, life offers me abundant proof. Come on. Don't do it, Mosai. You gonna make me cry. Again. God damn it. This one's for me. A gift from life. Each day, life offers me abundant proof that the universe loves me. He talking through the dog. Dogs represents loyalty. My best friend. Oh shit. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute, I can't see. You got me all teary eyed. I love you too, boo. All right. Each day, God sends angels to help me. Today, I will receive an angelic message. It may come from someone with whom I speak or from words that I read. I will listen closely as this message is a divine gift meant to help me make my way in love and maintain my spiritual strength. Ashe. Thank you, Most High. All right. Thank you. All right. So, for those in the darkness who resonate with this question, what has your life taught you about the spectrum of success and failure? Abundance, praise. It seems the dogs are around. They are always end up barking 7-Eleven. Dogs in reversal is God. Oh, wow. Thank you for the hearts. Huh. Wow. Learn something new. All right. It says, my creative power. I recognize the creative power of my thoughts. I know that I can use them to build or to destroy. So this is what God is telling y'all that resonate with this first question that's in the darkness, that's operating out of this energy. That you'll choose your material things over those who may have failed in life and not want to assist them or help them. My creative power. I recognize the creative power of my thoughts. I know that I can use them to build or destroy. Today, I choose to use my thoughts to create a universe filled with joy and harmony. Oh my gosh. I maintain a positive attitude, have a power to create love and peace. So, for those of you who was in this energy, you have the power to create love and peace, but you have to be cautious of your thoughts because some of y'all think less than of others because they failed in life. But what you see as a failure may not be a failure to God. So you're going to destroy or build. And then it says, so what do you think, Rainbow Warrior? The path of life, the path of light. Life places the perfect people and situations on my path to help me advance on my journey of inner strength. I possess the courage I need to progress despite any obstacle I might meet. I steady my experience, seeking the wisdom they have to offer. In this way, I improve from day to day. Today, I choose to grow in faith, and I'm confident that at the end of my road, I will join the light. Okay, so it's a change. In order to get your ass in this light, you need to make some changes. They need to make some changes. I like them so far. I like your vibe. Thank you. Failure is an opportunity for improvement. Exactly. It always exactly. Because that is it's just saying you miss something somewhere. In life you get tested in school. In school you got tested every semester, every end of the quarter you get a test. You either pass it or you fail it. And if you fail it, what happens? You have to repeat it. You know? So to just give up on people because they failed a test, something's wrong with it. Exactly. Exactly. That don't mean just because you fail, but see, that's the thing. It's not that these people that fail don't want to get back up. They're being held down. Like the people in that shelter, they being held down. That's the thing. That's the whole moral of the story. You see somebody fail, instead of laughing at them, taunting them, teasing them, help them. Because some people just need somebody to come in and say, with support, hey, I'm here. I support you. What do you desire in life right now? What support do you desire in life right now? So for people that's going through situations where they having hardships, their desire is just to have somebody to support them. That's what most of the people, out of everybody I've talked to during my time of homelessness, everybody's story was, I have no support. They have no support. Because their family done gave up on them, their friends done turned their back on them. Where's your heart? Would you want God to just give up on you and turn his back on you? How can you create more transactions in your life and work So this the people that's riding down the streets and ain't got the patience to slow the fuck down and let people cross the road. Obtaining peace. Today I turn within to find the source of my experience. There I find, oh my gosh. I'm sorry, y'all. I just caught on to something. Grand Rising. The sun is rising. Today is what? Sunday? We having church, y'all. When two or more are gathered and God is in the midst. Hello? Says Sunday, the Lord's day, a day of worship, a day of rest and shit. And okay, this day is about spiritual renewal, community, and rejoicing in the hope of the resurrection. This day of the sun is about to crest. Oh my gosh. The first day of the week, the day God acted by raising Yeshua from the dead. Today is a day that we should actually be rising. Coming together at sunrise. So welcome, y'all. God's new church. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, something else I forgot when I was talking about them shelters. In that new building, I'll get back to this in a minute. In that new building, now I discovered something. Everybody, this cough, everybody was having the same hacking cough. It would not go away. Go to the doctor, they treat you, and it still ain't go away. Okay. Um, and it's mucus, lime green. It's never stopped being that color. It stayed the same. It was thick too, like it was so thick it was like putty. Okay, forgive the grossness, but I say that because they put us in this new building with no ventilation to properly, that has not been properly ventilated out. For one, the building was not, we was not supposed to move into that building the day we did. Why they rushed it, I don't know, because they still hadn't even put the fire extinguishers in that building. Okay, there was cracks that still hadn't been fixed. Oh, okay, but everybody was getting sick, so God had me look up um my symptoms, and I looked them up, and I was like, what could cause that? So I started digging deep. It's called VOC, volatile organic compounds. Okay, and that was due to the gases that was being released to all the new paints, the new varnishes, the new cabinets, the new bedding, the new everything in that building was new. Everything. And everybody in there was suffering from it. The same ailments. So I went to one of the staff members and I told her about it, and she looked at me crazy, like, how you know that? I said, it only makes sense. I said, I don't talk about shit that don't make sense. It makes sense. I said, just think about it. So about 3 weeks later, they put these vents in there, in the hallways. They're supposed to purify the air. You know, evidently I was right. Why else did you put the purifiers in there? You know, so this, uh, I wanted to tell my Nightingale before she got up out of here. A lot of my cough came from that too. You know, being poisoned by the gases that was being released in that shelter because nobody took, like the second floor, there's no windows that can be opened at all. So the only time that second floor gets fresh air is from the air that shoots up the stairwell from the main lobby. You know, the first floor is well ventilated, but the bottom level is well ventilated. It's that second floor because there's no way to ventilate it. Everything up there is new. The woods, the paints, the varnishes, everything is new. And that building didn't have time to be aired out when they finished. I don't even think they finished it, to be honest, because God told me that building wasn't ready. It was not ready. Because when they said we moved, I said, but God, I thought you said we weren't supposed to move yet. He said, you're not. And they rushed us in there. Why, I don't know. You know, for some reason, they rushed us in the dead of winter into that place because he said it wasn't supposed to be open till spring. That's what God told me. But, uh, now it's a lot of people that has breathing problems due to that, and it flares up again. My sinus gets to draining real bad, profusely. I've been trying to figure it out, but I realized the other day it's the same shit that I was dealing with there. It's repeating because normally my sinuses, once I start hitting it with the cough drops and the cough syrups and the allergy medicine, boom, it's gone. Sometimes I may need an antibiotic, but you know, even antibiotics ain't knocking this shit out. So we got poisoned in that building. A lot of us. A lot of us suffer from the same shit. Even my daughter's still doing the same shit. You know. Um, but God told me that building wasn't supposed to be open to spring. And the two ladies that got fired, he told me they was gonna get fired. They was supposed to get fired before they even went in that new building. But for some reason they decided to keep them. Okay? So now, for those of you in the dark that's uh rushing and not giving them about the life on the street, this is for y'all. Attaining peace. Today I turn within to find the source of my experience. There I find the peace that comes from seeking truth. Excuse me. I understand that the riches I discover within myself have a greater value than all the wealth of the outside world. What I say, rushing to be a slave. Here we go. Come on, Most High. Step by step, I continue my spiritual quest. Little by little, I free myself, rising ever higher and attaining true inner peace. So these people that's impatient, about to kill people down by them shelters, don't care that, oh well, they ain't gotta know it. I gotta get to work. So that's an energy of disdain for others because they have less than. So you rushing. Look, there's the horse. When God's people is crossing the river. Okay? Hello? Look at the picture. See the horse back? These people need to learn how to slow down. This is my time when God's working with me. I don't know why. He got me doing his reading when he gets this shit up out of me. Because no lie, being there in the bathroom, hacking all this shit out. But he wanted me to bring that vent back up because That second floor has no windows that can open. And I don't know if it's better now. It's probably better now. They got that ventilation system in there, with them ventilating units. Cause it's not a system; it's a unit. Um, but when I was there, kids was getting sick, throwing up all over the place. We even got that too. Just it's like a virus that went around, but it was the poisons of the gas. You just sit there 1 minute and you're fine, and then all of a sudden you're puking all over the place, and then after that you stuck with nothing but mucus. So, and those was the symptoms of VOC, volatile organic compounds, due to the gases of the stuff that was just put in that building, releasing they're releasing into the air. So they need to do something about that. All right, spirit. Now, those of you in the darkness, what's on your bucket list? If not, you don't want me to use this? Okay. Oh, shit. What's on your bucket list? If you don't have one, write it. Okay? These are the people who, like that rich white man I was talking about, that rather see homeless people, poor people die than to help them, or elderly people die because they become aged. All right. What do you want? Nothing. That's it. You ain't got no message for them. Oh, they just better go ahead and complete their bucket list because their time is they days are numbered. Damn, he's not playing with them. So those of you that did get a message, count your blessings. There's a chance. There's a opportunity for you to do better. Those of you operating this energy of like that rich white man, he said just kill him. Like those that just being mean and hateful and heartless for no reason. Write your bucket lists. All right. So for those of you who are in the light, operating out of love, that resonate with the question, what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? He wants to say something to you. Oh. It says remain in the light. If you knew you couldn't fail, God saying remain in the light. Today I observe. I take time to think calmly and wisely, and I go forward with complete confidence, knowing I will succeed. No matter what happens today, I will remain in the light. I will remain in my faith and my equilibrium. In this way, I nurture my soul and become a strong and steady representative of the light. So if you knew you couldn't fail, then stay in the light. What could you do? What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? God's saying you can't fail as long as you stay in the light. Damn, come on with it, Most High. It's a process. Don't beat yourself up. I'm working on trying to smoke too. I mean, shit. I'm working on trying to quit smoking. But yeah, it's a process because that's legal, but it's the hardest one to quit. I quit smoking weed with no problem. I just put the shit down, walked away from it, no problem. I ain't craved it. When I smell it, I enjoy smelling it. That's it. Do I want to smoke it? No. Have I been tempted to pick it up and smoke it again? Hell yeah. But do I do it? No. But a cigarette? I share. But a cigarette? What they say? Better than yesterday, less than tomorrow. Tomorrow's still far away. Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Ain't nothing wrong with weed. When I smoke weed, well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna tell y'all the real reason why I quit smoking weed because I got a pit ass baby daddy. So I ain't giving nothing for him to go to no courts and say I do to get my kids taken away. So I quit to keep not giving him no kind of ammunition to use against me in a court of law just in case he ever tried to come for me for my kids. I had to be quicker than him. I had to think like he think. So um, that's the main reason why I quit smoking weed. Other than that, I would be smoking weed because it helps my arthritis, it helps my stenosis, it helps all of that. You know, my eyesight has got worse since I stopped smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? Weed is a medicine. It's not a drug, but because they can't control it, it's classified as a drug. They want to call it the gateway drug. No, some people come right out here smoking crack. Some people come straight out snouting powder. Some people come straight out doing meth. Ain't never touched weed. But I just if when I put it like this, when I know I'm in a place where he can't use anything I do against me, because my ex husband likes to hover and come up with shit to fuck with me about, I just be like, you know what? One day there's gonna be a day of peace where I can sit back, I can drink my wine if I want to drink me a glass of wine, because I'm really not an alcoholic. But when I was going through that shit, I was turning it up. You know, I was this. That's how I would. What am I saying? That's how I would. Somebody talking bad about me. Thank you, John. He loves you too. Um, that's how I was able to cope with the bullshit. So it was a process of numbing. But God has told me you can drink. You know, I can drink wine, but I don't because He tried to label me as an alcoholic. So, and which and He had me at dead right because I had become that. So, you know, I defeat anything the devil put on me. He's 100% narc. Yeah, psychoactivations. Okay, it is medicine. Uh-oh. Don't come this way. I'm on camera, okay? And you ain't fully dressed. Don't want you getting caught on camera, sweetheart. Um, but yeah, it's beautiful. I'm sitting here watching the sun, just a squirrel running in the tree. The sun just came up. But yeah, I come from a narcissistic relationship, and so I have to be 2 steps, 10 steps ahead of him, because he's very clever. Because even though I don't talk to him, I don't see him, I know that I'm still on his mind. I know that I'm still his enemy. You know, I know that he still has a target on my back. So what's so bad about what I just said? What about the THC? Ain't nothing bad about it. Ain't nothing bad about it. THC is the psychoactivation, neurophysical relaxes. That's what I need. The indica. Yeah. I'm actually finna, I don't know. I ain't gonna say that on this live, but I'm going to go back to treating myself the way I used to because I don't know why. I love me some perk. That shit's so beautiful. I love that perk. That's my favorite color. But it also works on my body, you know, like my back. I can walk like man, but my back, my issues with my body comes from epidural. You know, I had an epidural that went wrong. Instead of them going straight in my spine, they went into my hip. Now I have bursitis in my hips, and I have sciatica and stenosis and arthritis. They chipped my fucking spine, and I ain't been right ever since. So, I've learned that's why I started picking up holistic healing because I don't like they was putting me on perks and shit and tabs and shit. And I don't want to be on no opioids. So I start researching. I wish I could roll a blunt and smoke with you. Okay, I can use one right now. Be honest. Shit. I need one, but I ain't quite out the thick of it yet. Let me just say that because it's an ongoing court case right now. So I don't want to do anything that would jeopardize my custodialship. So, you know. Oh, did y'all see that? I don't know if y'all saw that. There was somebody just standing right here and just went that way. I seen it happen earlier when I was laying in bed. Somebody walked through the wall. I don't know. I could see into the other plane. It be tripping me out sometimes. I hate when they show me how they died. They show me how they died. That shit be creeping me out. I don't be want to be disrespectful, no. So I just be like, So you saw it? Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. It's just standing right here. I said, phew. One day we gonna smoke one. It's gonna be so drunk. I'm so dank, ma. Okay. You're gonna forget about all those dark times. And we will live in the smoke happy. Okay? Be up there like Cheech and Chow. We in that van. Riding down the street. Hey man, I can't see. Oh shit. I love that fucking movie, Cheech and Chong. Woo! Man, that bring back some memories. Alright, for this third one. Is there what story about yourself are you ready to let go of for good? So those of you in the light that still hold on to some stories that no longer belong to you. The Most High got something for you. What do you want to say to him? Simplicity. Today I choose to simplify my life. As I do so, my burdens lighten. I release my ego's need to understand to prove, or to control. Instead, I undertake every task with an open, humbled heart. Seeing through the eyes of a child, I discover life in all its wonders and simplicity. As the compilation of chaos of the mind, I'll fall away. Other mind fall away. I remember I am one with the light. Also, you got trusting. Let me show y'all these. I ain't showing them to you. Sometimes you can pick up something off the images. My bad. And then this one with trusting. It says, today I trust in God. No matter what happens as my day unfolds, I will remember to remain in harmony. I will maintain my sense of of humor, and I will keep my focus on God's love for me. In these ways, I will remain drama and increase, hold on. I will minimize drama and increase my inner spiritual strength. Okay, so those of you holding on to stories that no longer serve you, let them go. Trust in God. All right. I can't see it, but I still hear you. Let me see. Can you see it now? It's actually an angel up in the tree, and then a spirit, and then someone that's sitting. And that's when God is holding you in your hands. Trusting God to carry you along your paths. Some of y'all may have babies on the way. I just looked at this picture. She's holding a baby. All right. And then the last one. What support do you desire in your life right now? And this is what God want to say about that support. Aww. The inner sense. Today, as I quiet the noise of my mind, I become aware of the voice of my heart. I listen closely to my inner voice. I trust myself and develop confidence in my intuition. My inner truth is divine truth. I allow it to influence and guide me every day. So keep listening to your intuitions, and you will be guided to that support. And that's God's support. That's how He communicates through our intuitions. That's why I say you have to trust. This is how we connect through our intuitions. So, some intuitions are stronger than others, but that don't mean you can't connect. You got to be willing to, wanting to, and allowing to. It's not in the beginning. It can be a little rough with that connection because of fears, But once you realize that fear is false evidence appearing real, you move powerfully forward, unless there's a true presence of danger. Huh. So, did any of y'all got any questions? Hold on. Which month is your birthday? I'm January. I'm a Capricorn. I'm gonna make you a custom deck. I'm an artist living, loving fool that loves expressing myself through without talking. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Am I ready? He said, "Oh, that's coming." Are you ready? Am I ready for what? The deck or to smoke the blood? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm always ready, even when I don't look ready. And if I ain't ready, I'm gonna get ready. So, you know, I'm sick of this shit. All of the above. Yeah. Always ready. Oh, oh. I would say, oh, I thought I put something in the wrong place. But yeah, you know, I've been ready for a lot of things. I just been having to patiently wait for it all to line up for me. Hey, Nightingale. Go make me some coffee. Are you ready? Are you ready? I need to get me a P.O. box. One thing at a time, one thing at a time. Slowly but surely rebuilding everything back. You know, I am proof to those who have given up on people who fell off that you can get back up again. So you might want to open your hearts back up to those that you counted out, because God counted them back in. Oh, hello. How you doing, A to Z? Oh, you been here this whole time? A to Z, I ain't heard from you in a while. What's up with you? I'm good. How you doing? So you heard my message. I'm glad you was here. Oh, oh. All right. So y'all ain't got no questions, then I'm gonna go on and hop off here. Look like y'all the deck, the blood, the smoke, the land, the dreams, and all that more that perk. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. I ain't doing nothing else. Might as well, you know, get this party started. Shit. Oh, oh, tired. But yeah, I don't know who that was that got killed in that dream or shot. Did that? That's what I want to ask. Thank you, Spirit. You just brought that back up. Did they get killed? Did the person die in that dream? No. Hold up. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm finna get into making my own Florida water. So I'm gonna see how well I do with it. And if I do well with it, then I might start branding it. Ooh, it's karmic. Okay, this person's still alive. Are they connected to the shelter? No. They used to be. Oh shit. I don't like using this deck. It done got confusing. The energy shifted in it. Most High, the people that I saw got shot, are they connected? Are they still living? Nobody died. Okay. Are they in danger again? Do I know the woman with those holding? I do. Do I know the shooter? You showed me how she got injured. Is there she a threat to me? Need my help? Is the shooter after them still and they're running from them? Okay. Evidently, I'm hearing it was the lady that got shot. They are still living. Um, but the person that shot them is still after them. These people are running for their lives from the shooter. I know these people. I don't know why. I was showed how she injured. Is there anything else you want to talk about at this time when it comes to that? Is that man connected to other bad people? Are they after me? Watching me? Is she watching me? She watches my channel. Hi. God revealed to me what happened to you. And yes, that person is still after you. If that's why you need me to answer that question. They're still after you. You and your family is still in danger, and you need to take this information to the authorities. This person was a wow. Okay. So there's somebody I know that the Most High showed me how they got the injury. They're still living. And it's due to some dangerous man that walked up to their door and shot her through a gallon of milk, and walked away. This man is still free and at large. And I feel like this woman is like, thank you. Because I just felt a sense of, like, somebody knows my story. And they're getting emotional. Is this lady a bad person? She did something bad. Is that why she got shot? So my suspicions of her was right. Does she harm others? So was the man evil that did the shooting? Was he a victim of hers? So she's the bad guy. Oh shit. So from what I've seen, somebody wants me to believe that they're the victim in a situation. Because I don't trust them. I never have trusted them. The energy always telling me that something was wrong with them. But the truth is, they're the bad guy, and the person that injured them is the person that they victimized in some kind of way. Okay. I don't know what this is about. I don't think we're going to divulge in that right now. Maybe later. Okay. Um. So somebody's truth's gonna come out. I know who it is, but we'll see how far it goes with that. Okay. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna get up out here. Go make me some coffee. Or go back to sleep one. I'll probably go back to sleep for another hour or two and then get back up. Oh Lord, thank you. Mm. Uh, wow. So my suspicion. I can't say it. She was sus, goddamn it, and I was right. I was right not to trust. Damn. The energy I picked up off of her was that she was in that shelter. I will share that. The energy I picked up off her that she was in that shelter selecting women to take into the sex trade. Even if you got families, the babies too, they're being raised up in it. So women with children are being taken and into the sex trade or sold to cults. You know, I felt like she was a trafficker. That's what the energy I got off her, and I guess I'm right. Okay, and that may be what got her injured, what got her shot, because she may have tricked someone and took somebody that they cared about away from them. Oh shit! So they fled the country and came here and been here ever since. So I think I ran into a trafficker. I don't think I'm being told to say I know. I know I ran into a trafficker. It's a family doing it to others. Um, so if you're living in these shelters, be more diligent about who you're trusting. Okay. Um, if it feels off, trust it. Don't just go off to places because somebody make it sound good and because you're desperate to get out that fucking shelter. Stick it out, man. Stick it out. Because there's people lurking around these shelters to take people like you because nobody else accounts for you. So be careful. Stop trusting everybody. Stop letting people lure you off to places because they got your weed, they got you this, you know, shit like that. And I've seen it happen too many times. Oh, come on, let's go get a beer. Come on, let's go do this, and come on, let's do this. And you don't know these people, and you're longing, you desire to have somebody in your life because you have no one. I get it. But sometimes you got to stand firm and stand alone, and let God continue to work for you. You know, of course, he can snap his fingers and let it be done just like that. But he's testing you through your storms. So you have to weather these storms. And when you give up and think that, oh, this is a cool person, anybody will be what you need them to be long as they can get their agenda off on you. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta move more cautiously than that. Cause I seen girls come out of their shelter and never come back. And then I seen some get lured out of the shelter and they come back transformed into something I never seen before, ungodly. Get strung out on drugs and shit. And you got to be careful. You got to be careful. So, everybody ain't good for you. And then you got to know that you are a prey living in that condition, that place. You are prey and there's predators because you're unaccounted for. Because those that are supposed to love you gave up on you. You have to be careful, okay? And it's not easy being alone and staying isolated. but it's worth it. I had to learn that. I had friends there, but when they were like, come on, let's go do this. If I didn't have the means to make sure I can get myself there and back, I didn't go. I didn't go. If I didn't have money in my pocket, you was not luring me nowhere. Especially if it was too far away, I couldn't get on the bus, I didn't go. If it was on the bus line, I might go with you. Because I can hop on the bus and get the fuck on out of there. But if it wasn't on the bus line, I'm not going with you because if I get stuck, then what? You know? So be more cautious, be more alert, be more aware of your surroundings and who you're dealing with. Pay attention to how they moving. Be the observer, and you'll figure some shit out quicker. Cause I'm telling you, I sat back and observed all them hoes, and I'm like, you up to that, you up to this, you up to that, and you funny, you know. So I did more observation. People thought I just sat out in that park just to be sitting out in the park, cause I ain't had nowhere to go. No, I'm watching how everybody moving. Thank you. You have a good Sunday too, huh? But to those of you who are living in these shelters, some of y'all may have to go live in a shelter. Be wise in your movements. Listen to your intuitions. Because if it wasn't me listening to my intuition, I wouldn't have got out of some of the situations I got caught up in that place. You know, I even had people coming in there attacking me because they found out that's where I live because my address had been leaked when I got into the altercation. So now everybody knows where I'm living, and here they come, coming in. All these spiritual folks coming up in here, and I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? All kind of people started flooding in. And I was like, and majority of them was there to attack me, to make my stay there even worse than what it was. But it's okay. I cussed a bunch of them hoes out too, but it's all right, you know. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm tired. I want to rest because my sleep got interrupted. Oh gosh, yeah. I'm gonna go catch up on what I lost. The few little hours I lost. All right. Y'all stay prayed up, keep your heads up, stay love and light, and you're never too big to help somebody else. You're never too strong to care about somebody else. It does not make you weak to sympathize with someone else. You know, those are things of the light. When you give more care to yourself and those around you than you do the material things of this world. All right? And I'm going to leave y'all with that. Peace, love, and light. Love you, the bunches. All right. I'll be back.